उनको भी हमने बोल दिया है कि आप फोन बदल लो और सारा डिजिटल एविडेंस मिटा दो और आप इस मेरे से बात करने के बाद इसको डिस्ट्रॉय कर देना। तुरंत आप नया हैंडसेट लो। तुरंत विजय नायर से बात हुई, उन्होंने डिस्ट्रॉय किया। उसके बाद आपने स्टिंग ऑपरेशन में देखा होगा, अमित अरोड़ा, दिनेश अरोड़ा और मारवा जी, सनी मारवा, इनका सबका स्टिंग ऑपरेशन आया था। अब मुझे नहीं पता, मगर हो सकता है कि उन्होंने बात किया होगा अमित अरोड़ा से, भैया देखो अपना चुप रहना, तुमको भविष्य में कुछ करेंगे। सनी मारवा जी देखो तुम अभी इस पे कुछ मत बोलना, हम सब मैनेज कर रहे हैं। ये 4 बात करके उन्होंने चारों हैंडसेट डिस्ट्रॉय किए होंगे। केवल इतना ही नहीं है, आप देख सकते हैं कि 12/9/2022, 14/10/2021, 5/9/2022, 5 सितंबर 2022, 7 सितंबर 2022, 12 सितंबर 2022, 6 जून 2022 और 19 सितंबर 2022। इतनी बार मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने अपने फोन का हैंडसेट बदला है। मैंने तो केवल एक दिन का उदाहरण दिया, मगर ये 4 फोन नंबर लिए उन्होंने और 4 फोन नंबर के साथ 7 + 1 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 हैंडसेट मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने 2-3 महीने के अंदर बदल डाले। 14 हैंडसेट। और केवल मनीष सिसोदिया जी नहीं, कैलाश गहलोत जी ने भी, उनका नंबर है 98100736XX। कैलाश गहलोत जी GOM के सदस्य थे। जो GOM बनी थी उसे मनीष सिसोदिया जी नंबर 1 पे, तो नंबर 2 पे कैलाश गहलोत जी। उन्होंने भी तुरंत 24/7/2022, 29/3/2022 3 बार हैंडसेट बदले हैं। सनी मारवा ने 7 बार हैंडसेट बदले हैं। कुलविंदर मारवा ने 3 बार हैंडसेट बदले हैं। विजय नायर जिसका नंबर है 85918226XX, इसने भी कम से कम 10-12 बार हैंडसेट बदले हैं। बृंदापाल सिंह ने हैंडसेट 3 बार बदला है। अमन धल ने 4 बार बदला है। समीर महिंद्रू ने 4 बार बदला है। नितिन कपूर ने 3 बार बदला है। गीतिका महिंद्रू ने 2 बार बदला है। विभूति शर्मा ने 5 बार बदला है। विनोद चौहान ने 6 बार बदला है। अमित अरोड़ा जो अरेस्ट हुआ है, जिसके विषय में अभी हम बता रहे थे, ये रिमांड नोट उसी पे है, कुल मिलाकर के 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 बार उसने बदले हैं 4 मोबाइल नंबर के साथ। साहिल अरोड़ा ने 4 बार बदला है। सुरजन रेड्डी ने 3 बार बदला है। दीप मल्होत्रा ने 2 बार बदला है। बाकी नाम मैं नहीं पढ़ रहा हूं। इस प्रकार से 36, मैंने आपको शुरू में बताया था, 36 ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके यहां मोबाइल नंबर है। मैं अच्छे से नहीं दिखा रहा हूं ताकि मोबाइल नंबर आप ना नोट कर लें। 36 ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने मोबाइल हैंडसेट रह करके एक दिन में कई बार बदले। आप जो हिंदी पिक्चर में देखते थे ना कि ये जो गलत काम करने वाले लोग होते थे, मैंने कई हिंदी पिक्चरों में देखा, तुरंत एक रैंसम कॉल करते थे, 10 करोड़ रुपए पहुंच जाने चाहिए, 100 करोड़ रुपए पहुंच जाने चाहिए, तुरंत चिप निकाल करके तोड़ देते थे और फोन को फेंक देते थे डस्टबिन में। ये केवल मूवीज की बात नहीं है, ये मूवी में होती हो ऐसी बात नहीं। जो हमने मूवीज में देखा था, विलियन जो करता है, ठीक उसी प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने अपने मोबाइल के साथ किया है। मैंने नंबर डिस्क्लोज नहीं किया है, मगर XX करते हुए जो इन्होंने घिनौना हरकत किया हुआ है वो आपके सामने मैंने पूरा का पूरा रखा है। और आपको मैंने कहा था कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने लीक भी किया है। ये देखिए व्हाट्सएप की चैट यहां पर है। एक्साइज पॉलिसी को किस तरह से लीक किया गया, डिस्ट्रॉय करने के बावजूद भी जो हमारे फोर्सेस हैं, जो हमारे इन्वेस्टिगेटिव अथॉरिटीज हैं, उन्होंने ये रिट्रीव किया है। तो कुल मिलाकर के आज मैं, जहां तक मनीष सिसोदिया जी का सवाल है, मैं कंक्लूड करूंगा पीसी को इतना कहते हुए कि ये तो शुरुआत है। मनीष सिसोदिया जी का दिल्ली एक्साइज पॉलिसी में इतना बड़ा हाथ है कि केवल हाथ ही नहीं है, सर भी है, हाथ भी है, पैर भी है, और पैसा उनके उधर में गया है तो पूरा शरीर इन्वॉल्व है। ही इज नॉट जस्ट नेक डीप, he is completely into the corruption of Delhi excise policy, and that's the reason as to why some amount of time has lapsed into investigation. जब पूरी तरह से आप संलिप्त होते हो और इतने तार होते हैं कि वो तार नहीं, वो सर्किट होता है, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से उसके इन्वेस्टिगेशन में और उसके एंड तक पहुंचने में वक्त लगता है। ये वेंडेटा की कोई पॉलिटिक्स नहीं है। दिस इज नॉट पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ वेंडेटा, दिस इज इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफ फाइनलिटी। ये जांच है एक नतीजे तक पहुंचने का, और जो लगभग 3,000 करोड़ रुपए जनता जनार्दन का बर्बाद हुआ है, उसे रिकवर करने का और जनता को न्याय दिलाने का। इसलिए ये जो केजरीवाल जी और मनीष सिसोदिया जी कहते हैं घर से कुछ नहीं मिला, सीबीआई ने और ईडी ने हमें क्लीन चिट दिया है, ये क्लीन चिट नहीं है। ये ध्यान से देखिए केजरीवाल जी, दिस इज नॉट क्लीन चिट, दिस इज नॉट अ सिंगल चिट, दिस हैज 32 पेजेस, इसमें 32 पन्ने हैं और 32 पन्ने पर मनीष सिसोदिया जी के उंगली के निशान हैं, क्राइम के निशान है, भ्रष्टाचार के निशान है, सबूत है। और कोई भी शक्ति मनीष सिसोदिया जी को बचा नहीं सकती है, क्योंकि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया है और भ्रष्टाचार से, हिंदुस्तान के कानून से कोई नहीं भाग सकता है। इतना कह के मैं अपने वक्तव्य को विराम दूंगा। कोई प्रश्न हो तो अवश्य पूछें। देखिए आदरणीय खड़गे जी को मैं सिर्फ इतना ही पूछना चाहता हूं, अब पछताए होत क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत। आपको अगर लग रहा है कि हम राजनीतिक इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं तो आप रावण बोलते ही नहीं प्रधानमंत्री जी को। आप गाली देते क्यों हैं? आप गाली देते क्यों हैं और बाद में एक्सप्लेनेशन क्यों देते हैं? गाली ही मत दीजिए तो एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं देना पड़ेगा। और ये कोई पहली बार नहीं है, ये कोई कोइंसिडेंस नहीं है। जब कोई चीज बार बार हो तो वो कोइंसिडेंस नहीं, वो डिजाइन होता है। व्हेन समथिंग हैपेंस रिपीटेडली इट इज नॉट अ कोइंसिडेंस, इट्स अ डिजाइन। जब मौत का सौदागर कहा जाता है, दुर्योधन कहा जाता है, कॉकरोच कहा जाता है, चोर कहा जाता है और उसके बाद रावण और भस्मासुर कहा जाता है, तो ये कोई इत्तेफाक नहीं है, ये एक डिजाइन है जो कांग्रेस पार्टी प्रधानमंत्री जी के खिलाफ बार बार कर रही है, एक गुजराती के खिलाफ बार बार कर रही है।
मेरा सवाल ये है कि कांग्रेस की तरफ से बार बार बयान आता है, राहुल गांधी ने भी एक बयान दिया, कहा कि आप लोग सिर्फ जय श्री राम बोलते हैं, जय सिया राम सीताराम नहीं बोलते हैं, नारी का अपमान करते हैं।
देखिए कम से कम राहुल गांधी जी अब भगवान श्री राम का नाम तो लेने लगे, ये कितनी बड़ी बात है। जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी पहले एफिडेविट देकर कहती थी कि राम का नाम उसका कोई अर्थ नहीं है, जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एफिडेविट देकर कहती थी कि भगवान राम का कोई अस्तित्व नहीं है, जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी पहले कहती थी कि राम काल्पनिक हैं, वो आज भगवान राम का नाम ले रही है। यही तो है, मुमकिन हो गया है। आज मोदी है तो मुमकिन है। देश की संस्कृति, देश की सभ्यता के साथ आप खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सकते। आप यही वो राहुल गांधी है और यही वो कांग्रेस पार्टी है, यही वो सोनिया जी है जिनको 3 दिन तक नींद नहीं आई थी क्योंकि आतंकवादी मारे गए थे बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर में। अब अचानक सब कुछ ठीक होने लगा है, इनको अचानक सब कुछ दिखने लगा है, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से ये बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन हो रहा है। और ये इसलिए हो रहा है क्योंकि आज देश महसूस कर रहा है कि देश में तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति नहीं चलने वाली है।
सर, कांग्रेस के सांसद हैं प्रमोद तिवारी जी, उन्होंने कहा है कि ये पार्टी धर्म को बेचने वाली पार्टी, आप पे निशाना साधा।
देखिए ये सब बौखलाहट की वाणी है। कांग्रेस पार्टी गुजरात में जिस प्रकार से रिकॉर्ड स्थापित करने वाली है, जो लोएस्ट था उनका उससे भी कम सीट जीत करके, सबसे कम सीट कांग्रेस इतिहास में कभी गुजरात में जीतेगी तो इस बार होगा, तो ये बौखलाहट है। स्वाभाविक रूप से एक रिकॉर्ड भारतीय जनता पार्टी गुजरात में बनाने वाली है। हम अपने रिकॉर्ड को खुद तोड़ने वाले हैं, प्रचंड बहुमत से हम जीतेंगे, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से ये एक बौखलाहट है। लेडीज फर्स्ट। See, this is what the Congress party is. While at one end we have a fake Bharat Jodo Yatra, which Mr. Rahul Gandhi is undertaking, but on the other hand, we have a Congress Todo going on. Bharat Todo तो वो पहले से ही कर रहे थे, but now they have ultimately reached a Congress Todo program within the Congress itself. हमने अभी देखा जो आपने कहा दीपेंद्र जी और संदीप दीक्षित जी के बीच में जिस प्रकार की लड़ाई हो रही है शीला दीक्षित जी को लेकर, और दूसरा सबसे बड़ी बात है आपने निकम्मा, नकारा, गद्दार ये शब्द भी सुने हैं राजस्थान में एक दूसरे के लिए, द बाब्स दैट वर बीइंग हर्ल्ड बाय द चीफ मिनिस्टर फॉर सचिन पायलट। तो मुझे लगता है कांग्रेस पार्टी को चिंता करना चाहिए, ये निकम्मा नकारा से उनको सकारा होना चाहिए, कुछ सकारात्मक काम करे। केवल एक दूसरे को निकम्मा नकारा कह करके ये कहीं ना कहीं अपने असलियत को उजागर कर रहे हैं। यस पवन जी।
सर, कांग्रेस के एक विधायक हैं आरिफ मसूद, कुछ दिन पहले शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड की बात की, तो उन्होंने कहा था कि ये बीजेपी जो है वो सिर्फ पर्सनल लॉ को कमजोर करने की कोशिश कर रही है, उसको टारगेट कर रही है।
देखिए, स्वाभाविक रूप से कांग्रेस पार्टी और यूसीसी वो चाहती नहीं है कि इस देश में यूसीसी हो, वो तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति को आगे बढ़ाती है। इसी कारण से आरिफ मसूद जी का इस प्रकार का बयान है। पहले भी उन्होंने कई ऐसे बयान दिए हैं जो तुष्टीकरण से भरे हुए थे। जहां तक यूसीसी का सवाल है, बड़े स्पष्ट रूप से आदरणीय गृह मंत्री जी ने भी और हमारी सरकार ने बोला है कि आफ्टर ड्यू डिलिवरेंस सबके साथ बातचीत करने के बाद इस विषय को आगे लिया जाएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Viewers, that was Sambit Patra speaking at the BJP news briefing. He really tore into Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party over the excise policy. Viewers, we're taking a very short break. We are staying live in breaking this Saturday afternoon. Coming up on the other side is now as the Padma Award insult gets bigger, Ghulam Nabi Azad's party rides to President Murmu. And countdown to the Gujarat poll, second phase, Smriti Irani, Yogi Adityanath campaign across Gujarat.
Nora, did you receive some gifts from Nora, did you receive gifts? Nora, did you receive gifts? 1 minute. Nora, did you receive gifts from the Sheikh? Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners?
89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters
As Gujarat goes to polls, live coverage minute by minute
all day today on Republic.
Pakistan that would boast to the Chinese and tell them that, we can guarantee you absolute peace in Afghanistan, build the China-Pakistan economic corridor right through the heart of Afghanistan. But in the last 1 year, more than 300 Pakistani soldiers and policemen have been killed by various factions of the Afghan Taliban and also the fearsome terrorist organization, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Today, Pakistan is suing for peace.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why the question is bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer?
The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadha that is
Viewers, Viewers, after the Congress leader, Jammu and Kashmir Congress chief, called the Padma Bhushan a Chota award, now Ghulam Nabi Azad has written and responded to the big disrespect to the Padma Awards. The big news coming in right now. And in fact, we have a reaction coming in from Ghulam Nabi Azad and the party as well. Let's listen in and play that out for our viewers.
देखिए, आपको पद्मा अवार्ड दिया गया, उसको टारगेट किया गया, लेकिन पद्मा अवार्ड को छोटा अवार्ड कहा गया।
मैंने बोलता हूँ पर छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं। पद्मा अवार्ड बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड होता है। अब जिन लोगों को अवार्ड लेने वाले और देने वाले का पता नहीं है तो उन पर टिप्पणी करना फजूल बात।
देखिए, आपको पद्मा अवार्ड दिया गया, उसको टारगेट किया गया, लेकिन पद्मा अवार्ड को छोटा अवार्ड कहा गया।
मैंने बोलता हूँ पर छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं। पद्मा अवार्ड बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड होता है। अब जिन लोगों को अवार्ड लेने वाले और देने वाले का पता नहीं है तो उन पर टिप्पणी करना फजूल बात।
All right, viewers, so Ghulam Nabi Azad have responded to the Padma Award insult. A big reaction coming in from Ghulam Nabi Azad.
देखिए, आपको पद्मा अवार्ड दिया गया, उसको टारगेट किया गया, लेकिन पद्मा अवार्ड को छोटा अवार्ड कहा गया।
मैंने बोलता हूँ पर छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं। पद्मा अवार्ड बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड होता है। अब जिन लोगों को अवार्ड लेने वाले और देने वाले का पता नहीं है तो उन पर टिप्पणी करना फजूल बात।
देखिए, आपको पद्मा अवार्ड दिया गया, उसको टारगेट किया गया, लेकिन पद्मा अवार्ड को छोटा अवार्ड कहा गया।
मैंने बोलता हूँ पर छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं। पद्मा अवार्ड बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड होता है। अब जिन लोगों को अवार्ड लेने वाले और देने वाले का पता नहीं है तो उन पर टिप्पणी करना फजूल बात।
So viewers, we heard Ghulam Nabi Azad responding. He has said in a quote here, very, very clearly he is saying, viewers, छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं. Padma Award is a big award. So this is exactly what Ghulam Nabi Azad is saying. After this big controversy was in fact making news today, we were getting you all the details where Congress, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Rahul Gandhi belittled the Padma Bhushan Award. The Padma Bhushan Award is the third highest civilian award in India, and he called it a Chota Award, meaning a small award. Also, while attacking Ghulam Nabi Azad, the National Conference Party has sided with the Rahul Gandhi, saying that the entry of politics has reduced the importance of the award. So we are seeing both the Congress and the NC belittling the Padma Bhushan Award. Let's go to Gursimran. Gursimran, you just spoke to Ghulam Nabi Azad. We saw that response, and now it looks like Azad's party and Azad will be taking some action. Take us through those details.
See, Azad is on full-fledged attack towards the Congress party. Joined by me is spokesperson of the Congress, Dr. Janzeb Sirwal. Janzeb, there has been a controversy. Your party chief, Jammu and Kashmir chief, Fikar Rahul Gandhi, said that this is a Chota award, referring to Padma Awards. Ghulam Nabi Azad has said that छोटे लोग छोटी बात करते हैं.
See, first of all, I would like to ask the award-giving authorities that what was the contribution of Azad Sahab? In spite of ditching Congress party, in spite of ditching Gandhi family, in spite of being a traitor, what is his contribution? And if at all you are seeing his contribution, these all are contributions of Congress party. These all works have been done by Congress party. So if you are awarding Ghulam Nabi Azad, that means Government of India believes in this thing, Government of India accept this thing, that all the works that have been done by Ghulam Nabi Azad have been basically done by Congress government. Then why are they crying that what Congress has done for all these years?
But why no apology from your side? You are calling Padma Awards a Chota award?
I'm saying why apology should be done by Ghulam Nabi Azad.
Your Congress president has said this, that this Padma Award a Chota award.
I am saying that if anyone has to apologize, he is none other than Ghulam Nabi Azad. And Ghulam Nabi Azad should apologize to
All right, Ghulam, thank you for joining us and getting those details, speaking to the Congress leader, where they are going ahead and they are, in fact, defending what Rahul Gandhi had said. Rahul Gandhi called the Padma Bhushan award a Chota award. Let's play that out for our viewers as well, and let's see what Rahul Gandhi had to say.
हर अवार्ड की अपनी अहमियत होती है, तो पद्म भूषण का भी अपना अहमियत है, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। अगर कोई 2-4-5 दिन पहले कोई स्टेटमेंट निकला होगा, मैंने तो अभी चेक नहीं किया कि कौन सी स्पीच में क्या है, मैं चेक करूंगा, उसके बाद मीडिया के सामने आपकी अपनी जो है होगी क्लियरनेस क्या होगा, मैं देखूंगा, उसमें मैंने नहीं देखा अभी। देखिए, एक बात मैं क्लियर करना चाहता हूं, बीजेपी जो है अवार्ड सारे पॉलिटिकल बेस पे दे रही है। ये दर्शाता है जो उनके साथ आने वाला होता है या कांग्रेस से निकलने वाला होता है, उसको अवार्ड दिया जाता है। तो बाकी रहा छोटा और बड़ा अवार्ड, अगर कोई गलत बात होगी उसको मैं वापस लेता हूं। थैंक यू वेरी मच, शुक्रिया।
All right, viewers. So right now we have heard Rahul Gandhi speak as well, where he earlier had called Padma Bhushan Chota Baat, Chota Award. That's what he had said. And now Ghulam Nabi Azad has responded, and he has, in fact, his party has written to President Murmu seeking strict action against Congress Jammu and Kashmir Chief Rahul Gandhi. On that note, let's take a very short break, viewers. We continue to be live and breaking this Saturday afternoon. Coming up on the other side is the other big story we're tracking today on Republic TV. The Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken.
Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV. BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting.
Viewers, a student belonging to Thailand studying in HCU alleged that a professor tried to molest her. After a complaint was lodged, the Cyberabad police took the professor in custody. Students are staging a protest in Hyderabad. Many reactions coming in. Let's play them out.
ఆగ్రహం వ్యక్తం చేస్తున్నది వెంటనే శిక్షించాలని చెప్పేసి కూడా ఏబీపీ డిమాండ్ చేస్తున్నది.
So students are protesting in Hyderabad, viewers. Students are protesting in Hyderabad right now, and according to police, incident took place on Friday. Let's play out reactions. They're coming in live. Right now, the friends of the victim found her crying, and she revealed what happened to her. And then, after the complaint, the accused is in custody, and he will be remanded. That's what the police is saying right now. So big news coming in. A student belonging to Thailand studying in HCU alleged that a professor tried to molest her. And right now, students are staging a protest in Hyderabad. Now, the police says the incident took place on Friday. The victim student is from HCU, was taken into the professor home on the pretext of giving a book, and then the professor tried to molest her. And these are some details coming in right now. The protest happening at the campus. Students protesting in Hyderabad. Now, we can also tell you, viewers, visuals that are playing out on your screens of students which are protesting there. But later on, after the incident, the friends of the victim found her crying, and she revealed that what happened to her. And the complaint has also been lodged. The accused is in custody. So the accused in this case is in custody right now. But there seems to be a lot of anger in the campus there as students stage a protest in Hyderabad. Those are the visuals coming in on your screen, viewers, of the protest. Students sitting in a circle, and they are demanding some action to be taken at this point of time, holding placards as well. And this is happening in Hyderabad. Let's go to Aneri, who's getting us more details. Aneri, take us through the latest that we are picking up as students stage a protest in Hyderabad.
Well, that's right, Shivangi. We have been seeing that a case of molestation has come to light from one of the professors of the Hyderabad Central University who tried to molest a girl. In the pretext, he had called that girl to his residence, where he told that she can come and take the textbook from his residence. And also at the same time, we see that after she was found crying when she came out of his house, that time her friends noticed and told that what exactly happened. The victim girl told her friends what exactly had happened there, and then we see that she went and lodged a complaint at the police station, after which we also see that the professor of the Hyderabad Central University has been taken in custody. But also now we see that there's a protest which has broken out in the Hyderabad Central University, where the students are staging protests demanding justice and also that the suspension of the professor there.
All right, thank you, Neri, for joining us with all the details. Students stage a protest in Hyderabad. We'll be back very shortly after a short break. More details coming up as students protest in Hyderabad over alleged molestation.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadha that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग.
Thanks for tuning in this Saturday afternoon. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with first the top headlines. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it Chota Award. Now, as a Padma Award insult gets bigger, Ghulam Nabi Azad's party writes to President Murmu. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there, tweets against Devendra Yadav. Countdown to the Gujarat polls, second phase, Smriti Irani, Yogi Adityanath campaign across Gujarat. Blast reported at TMC leader's house in East Midnapur district of West Bengal. BJP alleges TMC leader was making bombs at his residence. And starting with breaking news coming in, a big political fight that has now erupted. As Congress has now resorted to Astha politics, Rahul Gandhi has sparked a fresh controversy by launching an attack, hitting out at the BJP and the RSS. Rahul Gandhi said that the BJP does not respect Lord Sita and that the BJP chants Jai Shri Ram and not Jai Siya Ram. Well, these are the remarks that have been made by the Gandhi sign, saying that the BJP and the RSS has no respect for for Goddess Sita, saying that the RSS does not chant Jai Siya Ram and that it only chants Jai Shri Ram. We have a host of reactions coming in. First up, let's listen into what Rahul Gandhi had to say, and then the exclusive reaction we have from Union Minister Smriti Irani.
बीजेपी के लोग जय श्री राम करते हैं, मगर कभी जय श्री राम और हे राम क्यों नहीं करते? मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत गहरी बात बोली, क्योंकि वो सबसे पहले आरएसएस के लोग, बीजेपी के लोग, क्योंकि वो सबसे पहले जिस भावना से राम ने अपनी जिंदगी जी, उस भावना से अपनी जिंदगी नहीं जीते हैं। क्योंकि राम ने किसी के साथ अन्याय नहीं किया, राम ने समाज को जोड़ने का काम किया, राम ने सबको इज्जत दी। भगवान राम ने किसानों को, मजदूरों को, व्यापारियों को, सबकी मदद की। सही? ठीक है। तो जो उनकी भावना थी, जो उनका जीने का तरीका है, उसको आरएसएस के लोग और बीजेपी के लोग नहीं अपनाते। और तीसरा नारा, शायद सबसे जरूरी नारा, वो सिया राम जय श्री राम तो कर ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि उनके संगठन में एक महिला नहीं है। तो वो जय सिया राम का संगठन ही नहीं है, क्योंकि उनके संगठन में महिला तो आ ही नहीं सकती, सीता तो आ ही नहीं सकती। सीता को तो बाहर कर दिया।
And as you just heard it, Rahul Gandhi there saying that the RSS and the BJP does not respect Goddess Sita, and that it only chants Jai Shri Ram and not Jai Siya Ram. So that's the controversy there stoked by the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi. In fact, we also spoke exclusively to Union Minister Smriti Irani, who hit out at the Gandhi sign over these remarks that he made while addressing a rally.
राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं भाजपा के अंदर सीता की कोई जगह नहीं है।
मैं इतना ही कहूंगी कि जो गौ के हत्यारों के साथ चल रहे हो अपनी यात्रा में, जो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा दे रहे हो, जो डेविड हेडली के समर्थकों के संग चल रहे हो, वो सनातन धर्म की परिभाषा नहीं करे तो अच्छा है।
वो कह रहे हैं कि जय श्री राम की जगह सीताराम जो है उसको भी शामिल होना चाहिए और बीजेपी सीताराम
चाहूंगी कि जनेऊ कोट पे पहनने वाला कभी भी सनातन धर्म को समझ नहीं पाएगा।
मैम वापसी फिर एक बार फिर से हो रही है।
खुशी है कि पारसी पिता और क्रिश्चियन माता के होने के बावजूद वो सनातन धर्म में भी रुचि ले रहे हैं। दुख इस बात का है कि सनातन धर्म में अपनी जो कुंठा वाली राजनीति है उनको जोड़ रहे हैं। अगर हमारे भगवान को इस प्रकार से अमर्यादित दृष्टि से ना देखे तो अच्छा है।
मैम हम जब लगातार यहाँ पर घूम रहे हैं,
ये भी अपने आप में हास्यास्पद है कि जिन्होंने स्वयं, जिनके परिवार ने राम के अस्तित्व को एफिडेविट में नकार दिया था, आज वो हमको सिखा रहे हैं सनातन धर्म और प्रभु राम की महिमा।
राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं भाजपा के अंदर सीता की कोई जगह नहीं है।
मैं इतना ही कहूंगी कि जो गौ के हत्यारों के साथ चल रहे हो अपनी यात्रा में, जो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा दे रहे हो, जो डेविड हेडली के समर्थकों के संग चल रहे हो, वो सनातन धर्म की परिभाषा नहीं करे तो अच्छा है।
वो कह रहे हैं कि जय श्री राम की जगह सीताराम जो है उसको भी शामिल होना चाहिए और बीजेपी सीताराम
चाहूंगी कि जनेऊ कोट पे पहनने वाला कभी भी सनातन धर्म को समझ नहीं पाएगा।
मैम वापसी फिर एक बार फिर से हो रही है।
खुशी है कि पारसी पिता और क्रिश्चियन माता के होने के बावजूद वो सनातन धर्म में भी रुचि ले रहे हैं। दुख इस बात का है कि सनातन धर्म में अपनी जो कुंठा वाली राजनीति है उनको जोड़ रहे हैं। अगर हमारे भगवान को इस प्रकार से अमर्यादित दृष्टि से ना देखे तो अच्छा है।
मैम हम जब लगातार यहाँ पर घूम रहे हैं,
ये भी अपने आप में हास्यास्पद है कि जिन्होंने स्वयं, जिनके परिवार ने राम के अस्तित्व को एफिडेविट में नकार दिया था, आज वो हमको सिखा रहे हैं सनातन धर्म और प्रभु राम की महिमा।
So, Union Minister Smriti Irani there hitting out at Rahul Gandhi while she is holding a roadshow ahead of Gujarat's Phase 2 polls. More reactions coming in. Let's also listen into what MP Minister Narottam Mishra had to say while coming down heavily on the Congress MP.
राहुल बाबा का ज्ञान मुझे लगता है बाबा ब्लैक शीप तक ही सीमित है। अरे भाई, राम की शुरुआत श्री से ही होती है और श्री जो है विष्णु भगवान जी की पत्नी लक्ष्मी और सीता जी के लिए प्रयोग होता है। जरा खोल के तो देख लें इतिहास। रामायण, हालांकि वो रामायण पढ़ेंगे नहीं, गीता के पन्ने पलटे शायद नहीं होंगे, तो नेट पे देख लें, उसमें श्री का उल्लेख है। श्री राम, कृष्ण और विष्णु जी के अवतार
खुलवा दिया और वहां पर शिलान्यास कराना शुरू करा दिया। उस जमाने में जब कोई कंप्यूटर नहीं था, 5 या 10 मिनट की हियरिंग में 65-70 पेजेस का ऑर्डर दे दिया गया और बूढ़ा सिंह जाकर शाम में ठहर कर ताले खुला दिए। यही तो वही तो कहेंगे ना। 48 में जब 48 या 49 में जब मूर्तियां रखी गई थी, कांग्रेस की सरकार थी, जीबी पंत थे, नेहरू प्रधानमंत्री थे और नेहरू के बाद उनका जो नवासा था राजीव गांधी, उन्होंने ताले खुलवा दिए। जब बाबरी मस्जिद को शहीद किया गया, नरसिम्हा राव कांग्रेस के प्रधानमंत्री थे। वही तो बोलेंगे बात, और कौन बोलेगा।
चलिए एक बार मैनिफेस्टो की भी बात हो जाए। भाजपा की जो मैनिफेस्टो है या भाजपा ने इलेक्शन के पहले ही कह दिया, यूसीसी की बात की, यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड लाने की, आप लगातार उसको लेकर उसके पक्ष में नहीं।
So, a host of reactions coming in after Rahul Gandhi stoked a controversy with his remarks where he said that the BJP and the RSS has no respect for goddess Sita and that they only chant Jai Shri Ram and not Jai Siya Ram. In fact, a reaction coming in from BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra as well. Let's listen.
देखिए, कम से कम राहुल गांधी जी अब भगवान श्री राम का नाम तो लेने लगे। ये कितनी बड़ी बात है। जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी पहले एफिडेविट देकर कहती थी कि राम का नाम उसका कोई अर्थ नहीं है, जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एफिडेविट देकर कहती थी कि भगवान राम का कोई अस्तित्व नहीं, जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी पहले कहती थी कि राम काल्पनिक हैं, वो आज भगवान राम का नाम ले रही है। यही तो है, मुमकिन हो गया है। आज मोदी है तो मुमकिन है। देश की संस्कृति, देश की सभ्यता के साथ आप खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सकते। आप यही वो राहुल गांधी है और यही वो कांग्रेस पार्टी है, यही वो सोनिया जी है जिनको 3 दिन तक नींद नहीं आई थी क्योंकि आतंकवादी मारे गए थे बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर में। अब अचानक सब कुछ ठीक होने लगा है, इनको अचानक सब कुछ दिखने लगा है, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से ये बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन हो रहा है। और ये इसलिए हो रहा है क्योंकि आज देश महसूस कर रहा है कि देश में तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति नहीं चलने वाली।
So those are some of the reactions coming in from the BJP as Rahul Gandhi made those remarks while he addressed a rally. Moving on to news break coming in from Telangana where students are staging a protest after a student who is studying in HCU University alleged that a professor tried to molest her. A complaint was also registered, an FIR that was registered by the Cyberabad police. The visuals there on your screens of the students of the university staging a protest demanding justice for the student who was allegedly molested by her professor. Now, according to the police, the incident took place on Friday when the victim student from the HCU University was taken to the professor home on pretext of giving a book, and then the professor tried to molest her. In fact, later on, the friends of the victim found her crying. She revealed what happened to her, and following that, an FIR was registered. We are given to understand that the professor has now been taken into custody, but absolutely shocking. Such back-to-back incidents of assault and molestation and even ragging coming to light from Hyderabad. We have some reactions coming in. Let's listen in.
हमें जस्टिस चाहिए सबसे पहले तो उस लड़की के लिए जिसके साथ ये हादसा हुआ है। हो सकता है आज ये उसके साथ हुआ है, कल हमारे साथ भी हो जाए, तो इसलिए हमें सबसे पहले तो उसके लिए जस्टिस चाहिए। जल्द से जल्द वो जो रवि रंजन है उसे सस्पेंड किया जाना चाहिए।
And Aneri also joining us to give more details on the same. Aneri, the question here is that what is happening in these universities in Telangana? This incident, of course, comes days after that incident came to light where a student was ragged by a group of students.
Well, that's right, Samisha. We have been seeing that a student who is from Thailand has been studying in the Hyderabad Central University, and it was being alleged that a professor had tried to molest her, and after there was a complaint which was lodged by the police. Now we see that Hyderabad police has taken the professor in custody. Well, what we have been learning from the police officials is that the incident has taken place on Friday, where the victim student from the Hyderabad Central University was taken to the professor's home in pretext to giving her a book, and also at the same time she was molested is what she has been alleging. And when her friends are also waiting outside, and when she was found crying, she revealed what exactly happened with her, and then a complaint was lodged in the police station, and now the accused, the professor, is in the custody and will be taken for the remand. But in the meantime, we also see that the students are staging protests inside the Hyderabad Central University against the professor who tried to allegedly molest this victim girl at his house, but the professor is of the Hyderabad Central University.
Also, Aneri, that brings us to another question as to about this professor. Did he not fear any action by the administration? Why is it that these professors, these students in these universities seem to think that they have a free run when we talk about such incidents?
Well, Samisha, there is definitely a lot of questions being raised in regard with this incident which has come to light from Hyderabad Central University, and now police says that they are looking into it, they are investigating the matter. However, the accused professor has been taken in custody, and further he will be sent to remand also.
But then at a point, yes, definitely this is a larger question that why such incidents have been reported, especially from colleges and from such universities. Well, Hyderabad Central University is one of the topmost universities where we see now this incident also coming to light, where on Friday a girl was allegedly molested.
Yes, yes. Aniri, stay with us. We have some reactions as well coming in of these students who are anguished and, of course, definitely angry over this incident of molestation coming to light from the Hyderabad University. Let's listen into those voices.
ABVP is demanding that the girl who is assaulted and sexual harassment has done on that girl, justice has to be delivered to that girl immediately, and the professor must be arrested and suspended immediately. Our demand is, since yesterday evening this incident has happened, our HU admin has done nothing. HU admin is trying to save him from that cases and that thing. So ABB is demanding that a transparent inquiry has to be happened and he must be sent to jail for his crime.
And the last leg of campaigning is underway in Ahmedabad as the city goes to polls in phase 2, which is all set to happen on 5th of December. Yogi Adityanath, we understand, is addressing a rally in Ahmedabad. Let's take a look at those visuals coming in and listen into that rally.
के लोग बापू से मिलने आए थे, राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी जी से मिलने के लिए गए थे। उनसे कहा कि कैसे कांग्रेस को चलाना है। उन्होंने कहा देश आजाद हो गया है, कांग्रेस की आवश्यकता नहीं, इसको विसर्जित कर दीजिए। भाइयों बहनों, कांग्रेस को विसर्जन का जो सपना बापू का है, उस सपने को साकार करने का वक्त आ गया है। जो कांग्रेस और जो आम आदमी पार्टी देश की सुरक्षा के लिए, देश की समृद्धि में बाधक है, बैरियर है, उसको फांसी पर डाल दीजिए, समाप्त कर दीजिए। और ये लोकतंत्र में ताकत आपके हाथों में है, अपनी इस ताकत का इस्तेमाल कर दीजिए। और इसीलिए आज मैं आपके पास अपील करने के लिए आया हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने श्री कीर्ति सिंह दादी को अपना प्रत्याशी बनाकर के आपके बीच में उतारा है। आपके सांसद श्री देबू सिंह चौहान केंद्रीय मंत्री हैं। भूपेंद्र सिंह चुड़ासमा जी ने लंबे समय तक आपको नेतृत्व दिया और आज भाइयों बहनों श्री कीर्ति सिंह दादी आपके प्रत्याशी के रूप में, लोकप्रिय प्रत्याशी के रूप में आपके बीच में आए हैं। मैं आप सबसे अपील करने के लिए आया हूं कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में, भूपेंद्र सिंह पटेल जी के नेतृत्व में आज गुजरात डबल इंजन की सरकार विकास समृद्धि के लिए बुलेट ट्रेन की भांति कार्य कर रही है। आप सब सहमत हैं? सभी लोग सहमत हैं? कीर्ति सिंह दादी को चुनाव जिता करके भेजेंगे। सो आप बढ़ा भाजपा ने भव्य जीत आपसो हाथ ऊंचा करीने समर्थन आपो। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम।
So Yogi Adityanath there addressing a rally in Ahmedabad, the city that goes to polls in phase 2 on December 5th. So back-to-back road shows and rallies being held there by the BJP top brass, including the likes of Yogi Adityanath and even Smriti Irani, who's holding a road show in Gujarat ahead of phase 2 polls.
boom has been explosion, and yesterday night around 10 p.m. as the local people said here in the East Midnapur Narua Villa village. This is, and I wanted to say, my video journalist will show you the how the devastation and the entire explosion occurred in that particular room where the situation is very total damage of the house. Entire house has been damaged. The people are living here already. There is a crude bomb has been reserved there, and therefore the situation. You can see the devastation and the explosion. How massive the explosion it was actually. If you see this, the fridge in the room has been totally demolished, and the roof has been away. And see the blades of the fan has been bended. It has been bended. How explosion it was, how massive, and you can see the blades of the fans, they are totally bent, and the fridge of the particular room which has been vanished and then totally demolished. A lot of foods were inside that room, and the people living here, you can see the total damage. It is the inside picture of that house here in Narayan Villa village, where the bomb explosion of the local TMC leader Rajkumar Manna's house yesterday night around 10 p.m. it had happened. This is the inside visual of the house. Now we can also see the outside picture, outside how the damage has been occurred here in the entire situation. My video journalist has been showing you the picture. If you can see, this is the picture. This is the picture from where the roof of the house has been gone off, and the entire situation and the household things all are under the roof of the coverage. If you see the asbestos roof of that entire house has been thrown away from this massive explosion, and this is the picture of the scenario.
And a quick roundup of news and brief from across the country after J&K Chief Rasool Wani ran down the country's civilian award Padma Bhushan. Ghulam Nabi Azad's party has now written to the president demanding an apology from the J&K Congress chief. Azad's party stated that the J&K Congress chief has insulted the awardees. After Congress, NC has also raised doubts on Padma Bhushan award, taking a dig at the centre. Sheikh Bashir of the National Conference Provincial Secretary has said that the government has belittled the importance of awards. Well, a news break coming in. Republic having accessed the NIA FIR copy in Mangaluru blast. We've also accessed details of investigation conducted by the Mangaluru police and the NIA. We have Prajwal getting us those breaking updates. Prajwal, take us through the exclusive details that we've accessed. One of the investigation conducted by the Mangaluru police and the NIA, and also, in fact, give us more details of this FIR that we've accessed.
Yes, the FIR copy which Republic has accessed, the NIA FIR copy, this is where it has been stated that, the case has been registered under sections 120B, criminal conspiracy, section 307, attempt to murder, and also the Explosive Substances Act as well. And apart from that, the case has also been booked under the UAPA too. And now the seizures over here is drawing in a lot of curiosity, and the information has now been revealed finally by the NIA, stating that this was an IED pressure cooker bomb, in fact, and it is now being learnt that, the person who was carrying the cooker bomb has been identified as Sharik. It is also now being learnt that he was carrying a 5-liter pressure cooker, 3 9-volt batteries, and 1 damaged circuit and other materials which are usually used for the preparation of the IED. So some big disclosures, some big revelations coming here in respect to this particular case. And apart from that, we also get to understand, we are also getting to understand the complainant, Purushottam Pujari, who's gone on to speak to the cops and has gone on to state that, it is being learned that the passenger did not speak to him in any other language. And he just told that he wanted to go towards Pampal. That is all that he stated. And now in this particular copy, in page number 11, it is being learnt that Sharik had also come with the intention to murder others as well. So a key clue which is being given, because Republic in fact had quoted sources earlier and had stated that Sharik was targeting many important leaders here.
So even that also finds a mention in the copy, in the NIA FIR copy, stating that Sharik also wanted to murder others as well. So these are some key revelations which are coming in regards to the Mangaluru bomb blast case here, Kamisha.
Also, Prajwal, this NIA FIR clearly mentions that Sharik wanted to murder many people. Also, take us through those details of under which sections has he been booked, which also includes the UAPA Act.
Absolutely, as I was pointing out earlier, Section 120B, which is criminal conspiracy, trying to incite hatred between two communities and also disturb the peace of the nation. Section 307, which is attempt to murder, and under the Explosive Substances Act of Sections 3, 4, and 5 as well, and the UAPA Act too, going on and committing terror activities as well. So these are the sections under which he's being put under. There might be additional sections which will be slapped against him because these are only the preliminary investigations, and this is the initial FIR copy, which was in fact filed by the NIA, and we also have this copy of Sharik being produced before the court, before the JMFC court, and the complainant's entire statement has been mentioned, where Purushottam Pujari stated that Sharik had boarded his auto at 4:30 on the outskirts of Mangaluru, somewhere near Padil, and while they were moving to Naguri, this particular IED cooker bomb went off right opposite to Rohan Square building, and therefore he had suffered severe injuries too. The destination of Sharik was Pumpwell, according to the statement which has been mentioned by the victim, who is the driver over here, and it is being stated that the central agencies have been asked upon it, because this is a predated court order copy which has come in now, so which has also stated that the central agencies will be going over, and later there is also there is also a document which has been released by the Ministry of Home Affairs in this particular case, where the Karnataka government had approached them, stating that there was this suspicious blast in Mangaluru, and they had gone on to recover several explosives and chemical materials from the residence of Sharik in Mysuru as well, Samiksha.
Prajwal, stay with us. Also, if you could give us more details on what we know about Sharik's interrogation so far, because we understand that he's given statements on his financial funding to the cops.
This is mainly, in the course of investigation, the cops have gone on to learn the fact that Sharik's financial angle was being probed into, and it was being learnt that all the financial transactions were mainly being conducted through the dark web by using the Tor browser, and mainly Sharik dealt in bitcoins, and all these bitcoins were being sent from abroad, and according to sources, this is according to sources who in the know, who have stated that he used to receive bitcoins from the Middle East, from his immediate handler Arafat Ali, who also belonged to the Al-Hind module, and also one more handler of Sharik had trained him in going on and assembling pressure cooker bombs. We are speaking here about Abdul Mateen Taha, who has been wanted by the Q branch of the Tamil Nadu police, by the NIA as well as the Karnataka police in several cases, and they were wanted in the murder of the sub-inspector in Tamil Nadu, Wilson, where Abdul Mateen Taha and Arafat Ali, both the handlers of Sharik, who had gone on to provide weapons to a person by the name of Shubabuddin, who went on and carried out this assassination, and therefore many other details coming in, and mainly when it comes to the financing of this particular terror angle. Even the Shimoga trial blast case also finds a mention over here, because it was Sharik who had gone on to fund the blast, and he had funded both Maz Munir Ahmad as well as Syed Yasin too over here for the blast as well, where Maz Munir Ahmad had gone on to procure the materials with the funding of Sharik, and all these materials were mainly procured online for the blast which was held in Mangaluru, and therefore all said and done, the seizures are also now being looked into, is being investigated into as to how they could procure explosives on the dark web, and what was the source, and who has gone on to give these explosives in exchange for the bitcoins as well, Samiksha.
Yes, Prajwal, from what we know so far, there is obviously no denial that there was definitely a bigger plot at play. Anything you're learning from your NI sources as to what were the other targets of Sharik, which was clearly, of course, what we know so far in terms of the bigger plot of Sharik and his aides?
Mainly Shariq's target was mainly in regards to the Mangaluru bus stand, which was one of his targets. Secondly, the Pumpwell flyover. Thirdly, the Kadri Manjunatha temple, which we had spoken about. And also the trustee as well as the secretary of Kadri Manjunatha temple going on and registering a complaint as well. And apart from that, there was also another temple in Mangaluru, which is the Mangala Devi temple, which was also under his radar. And also the cops, mainly the cops in Beltangdi, had gone on to trace a satellite call in a forest region called as Bengal, in somewhere near Beltangdi, which was quite near to Udupi. And this call had come on the 18th of November, just a day before the blast as well. And it was being suspected, sources in the know stated it was being suspected that the accused also wanted to go on and target the Laksha Deepotsava event, which is quite a famous event, a cultural event, a divine event, which will be held in the entire Dakshina Kannada. So religious places were definitely on the target as well, Samiksha.
All right, Prajwal, they're getting us more details. Prajwal, also if you can tell us something about, Shariq's accomplices. Has the police been able to trace something about his accomplices? We understand there was a Middle East funding also. Tell us something about his accomplices who are definitely on the run when we talk about this case.
Right. Mainly now, Samiksha, looking into Shariq's accomplices here, what we need to understand is the fact that he had gone on to use fake Aadhaar cards in two instances. One, when he had come in the identity of Premraj Hutki while he was traveling in Mangaluru. And secondly, he had gone on to use the ID card of Arun Kumar Gauli in Coimbatore, where he had gone on and obtained a lodging as well. But when the cops went on to investigate both these people, they stated that they were not associated with the case and they had lost their Aadhaar cards. And secondly, there was also a person who was nabbed from Ooty who had gone on to procure, who had gone on to procure cell phones as well as SIM cards in his name, and he was taken into custody and was grilled by the police in Coimbatore. And thirdly, now we are also speaking about Mohammad Ruhullah, who was mainly a messenger boy, who was also an accomplice for Shariq, who was mainly seen bringing in parcel packets to Shariq after collecting them at prime points in Mysuru, where Shariq had ordered them through online. And all these prime points in Mysuru were basically being used as drop-off points, where Mohammad Ruhullah, who is also a resident of Mysuru, had gone on to deliver them as well. And therefore, these were the detentions that were made, and the cops have gone on to establish that these are the accomplices of Shariq for now. There might be many more people who had gone on to, who had gone on to support Shariq in the form of providing financial support, or else even in the larger, even in the larger plot to go on and hatch a conspiracy to go on and target Hindu leaders in question over here, according to the sources which was mentioned earlier. So all in all, there have been 4 detentions which has been made, including Shariq as well, but many more out to come soon as well, because we are also establishing a link not only in Karnataka but also in the neighboring states of Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala, and also that one particular link to the Al-Hind module, where both the handlers are still absconding, Arafat Ali and Abdul Mateen Taha. Over to you, Samiksha.
Yes, Prajwal, also lastly, a reaction came in early this morning from the Mangaluru Police Commissioner. If you could once again talk to us about the reactions coming in, especially from the police into the probe in the case. All right, before we go across to Prajwal, we have that soundbite of Shashi Kumar, the Mangaluru Police Commissioner. Let's listen.
On 19th of November, there was an explosion in an auto in the outskirts of Mangaluru city. Sorry. On 19th of November, there was an explosion in the outskirts of Mangaluru city in an auto. The injured persons were immediately shifted to the local hospital. Auto driver, who was a victim of this incident, is now recovering fast and he has been shifted to a separate ward. Till day before yesterday, he was in ICU. Now his condition has improved. Similarly, the other person found in the incident was later identified as Shariq, and he was the accused of the case. We had taken up a case under 307 IPC, Explosion Act, and also later upon the inputs available in the process of investigation, we have included UAPA Act also. So for last 10 days, the accused has been under treatment. Yesterday, doctors have certified him fit to be questioned. So our investigating officer and their team has questioned him on certain inputs which were to be taken in the investigation. And yesterday we got instruction from our chief office, that is through our DGP, that case be handed over to National Investigation Agency. Accordingly, yesterday we finished the formalities and today morning they are taking up the case for further investigation. So henceforth, that case of Kankanadi, which was previously with the Mangaluru City Police, will be now investigated by National Investigation Agency team.
And we have Vikram Singh, former DGP of UP, joining us. Sir, if I can get your quick perspective, how the police and the officials should go about in getting to the bottom of the case, because clearly this NIFI that we've accessed mentions that Sharik wanted to murder multiple people. There was definitely a bigger plot at play. There's been funding from the Middle East as well. How do you think the officials can go about in cracking the case and getting to the bottom of it?
This case, make no mistake about it, is one that should have the topmost priority of the police, both local and the NIA. Sharik, the main accused, is a radicalized individual, and his background suggests that he was radicalized for quite some time and was planning and wanting to execute this bomb blast for mass murders for a very long time. The manner in which he has been arrested, again, is fortuitous, and I feel that his interrogation would yield very, very valuable information leading to further arrests, his planning, and the background under which and the circumstances in which he was radicalized. Till now, we only know the Dr. Zakir Naik's video recordings and lectures influenced him. But that he was 200% radicalized, there is no doubt about it. But where did he get the wherewithal to prepare that bomb, the recce, and how he executed it are matters of investigation. And it is a matter of tremendous satisfaction that the NIA, in their wisdom, have taken up the investigation. Rest assured, it is in the best interest of the nation that such serious cases are investigated by a professional agency like the NIA. They are unsparing to the accused and their cohorts.
Well, absolutely, sir. Thank you for speaking to us. So, Vikram Singh, the former UP DGP, sharing his thoughts with us. Latest input, of course, coming in, the NIFI that we've accessed, which mentions that there was a bigger plot at play and that Sharik wanted to carry out multiple murders.
Poorly maintained lifts is jeopardizing the safety of residents living in building societies of Ghaziabad, Noida, and even Gurugram. And this was reflected once again when a 10-year-old child got trapped in a lift in a society in Noida for more than 10 minutes. Now, fortunately, he was rescued. But are we jeopardizing the safety of children and residents because of the poorly maintained lifts? Now, this incident comes just days after 3 minor girls were trapped in a lift in Ghaziabad for more than 20 minutes. And this is not a new incident. This has been coming out quite often in societies of Noida, Ghaziabad, and even Gurugram, where residents have got trapped in a lift and have become quite vulnerable to a major mishap or a major incident. It is now time for the builders to wake up, smell the coffee, and maintain these poorly maintained lifts.
Slipping into a very short break, but lots coming up on the other side of this break. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there, tweets against Devendra Yadav. Countdown to Gujarat polls, second phase Smriti Irani, Yogi Adityanath campaign across Gujarat.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Total logging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का चार्ज के बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं आप?
Nora, did you receive some gifts from Nora, did you receive gifts? Nora, did you receive gifts? 1 minute. Nora, did you receive gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar? Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners? 89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned. And breaking update coming in from the national capital as the Congress versus Congress fight rages on. Sandeep Dixit, who was the son of Sheila Dixit, has now tweeted against Devendra Yadav. He tweeted, and I quote, "I find it utterly reprehensible that this fellow Devendra Yadav sits on stage and insults my mother." So an open rebellion there we are seeing within the Congress. A reaction coming in from the BJP questioning the Congress party as the internal tussle continues. And the paradox here being that on one hand Rahul Gandhi does the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and on the other hand it's Congress versus Congress in the national capital.
See, this is what the Congress party is. While at one end we have a fake Bharat Jodo Yatra, which Mr. Rahul Gandhi is undertaking, but on the other hand, we have a Congress Todo going on. Bharat Todo to wo pehle se hi kar rahe the, but now they have ultimately reached a Congress Todo program within the Congress itself. हमने अभी देखा जो आपने कहा दीपेंद्र जी और संदीप दीक्षित जी के बीच में जिस प्रकार की लड़ाई हो रही है शीला दीक्षित जी को लेकर, और दूसरा सबसे बड़ी बात है आपने निकम्मा, नकारा, गद्दार ये शब्द भी सुने हैं राजस्थान में एक दूसरे के लिए, द बाब्स दैट वर बीइंग हर्ल्ड बाय द चीफ मिनिस्टर फॉर सचिन पायलट. तो मुझे लगता है कांग्रेस पार्टी को चिंता करना चाहिए, ये निकम्मा नकारा से उनको सकारा होना चाहिए, कुछ सकारात्मक काम करे. केवल एक दूसरे को निकम्मा नकारा कह करके ये कहीं ना कहीं अपने असलियत को उजागर कर रहे हैं.
Campaigning for the Municipal Corporation of Delhi polls may be over, but it has not stopped BJP and Aam Aadmi Party, the two major stakeholders in these elections, to lash out at each other. And the major point for which these two parties are hitting out at each other is the cleanliness and the pollution levels in Delhi, which both continue, according to the parties, continue to deteriorate and continues to worsen. The Aam Aadmi Party has alleged that it is only because of the ineffectiveness of BJP that the 3 landfill sites in Delhi continues to see piles of garbage continuing to increase, and there is no solution to this problem. Whereas the BJP on its side is saying that it is because of the ineffectiveness of Aam Aadmi Party that the pollution levels in Delhi continues to worsen every day. Earlier, it used to be the stubble burning, but now it is the internal factors like vehicular pollution, dust pollution, which is increasing the air pollution of Delhi.
A very short break coming up. On the other side, we'll get you reactions as Congress JNK chief runs down the Padma Award, calls it a Chota Award. And Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना।
वो सपना जो बुना, तुझे लगा गुनगुना।
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम्प लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा। अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
Nora, did you receive some gift from Nora, did you receive gift? Nora, did you receive gift? 1 minute. Nora, did you receive gift from Sukesh Chandrasekhar? No. Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gift from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners? 89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters as Gujarat goes to polls. Live coverage minute by minute all day today on Republic.
Pakistan that would boast to the Chinese and tell them that, we can guarantee you absolute peace in Afghanistan, build the China-Pakistan economic corridor right through the heart of Afghanistan. But in the last 1 year, more than 300 Pakistani soldiers and policemen have been killed by various factions of the Afghan Taliban and also the fearsome terrorist organization, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Today, Pakistan is suing for peace.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film? All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
And roundup from across the globe. America's newest nuclear stealth bomb made its debut Friday after years of secret development and as part of Pentagon's answer to rising concerns over a future conflict with China. The B-21 Raider is the first new American bomber aircraft in more than 30 years. French President Emmanuel Macron visited to celebrate their long-standing cultural ties and discuss energy policy and climate change with the President Biden. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Sri Lankan counterpart at the State Department. Blinken and Foreign Minister's bilateral meet focused on a variety of issues, including political stability and economic challenges in Sri Lanka as well as climate crisis. Satellite images released by Maxar Technologies show the difference at sites in Mariupol in March and November of this year. One image shows the construction of a Russian military facility between that time frame, while another shows the construction and later complete demolition of a residential apartment building in the district. Ukrainian President Zelensky met and awarded some of the swabbed Ukrainian prisoners of the war who had returned from Russian captivity. Now, as a Padma Award insult gets bigger, Ghulam Nabi Azad's party writes to President Moon. And blast reported at TMC leader's house in East Midnapur district of West Bengal. BJP alleges TMC leader was making bombs at his residence.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
स्मृति ईरानी आई है, महिला शक्ति की बार बार बात होती है, कैसा माहौल यहाँ नजर आ रहा है?
जी 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 बिल्कुल अच्छा माहौल है यहाँ पर। महिलाओं के लिए खूब अच्छा काम किया है मोदी साहब ने, इसलिए महिला को भी उत्साहित है यहाँ की।
कोई कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी का भी कुछ असर रहेगा।
कौन आम आदमी पार्टी, कौन कांग्रेस? मात्र सिर्फ निकाल ही देंगे। भूल नहीं चिंगारी है, हम भारत की नारी है।
देखिए कैसे इस वक्त समर्थन में नारे भी लग रहे हैं और आगे तक पूरी तरीके से जो रोड शो है वो धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ रहा है। और केंद्रीय मंत्री स्मृति ईरानी की तस्वीरें भी आप यहाँ पर देखिए, कैसे वो इस वक्त ट्रैक्टर पर सवार हैं। और एक बात जो हम लगातार यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं, भले ही 8 साल का वक्त बीत चुका हो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का यहाँ से केंद्र में गए हुए, उसके बावजूद भी और सेल्फी लेने की भी होड़ है लोगों में। जो लगातार स्मृति ईरानी यहाँ पर हैं और जाहिर है उनके प्रति लोगों का खासा जो लगाव है वो भी यहाँ पर हमें दिख रहा है।
Slipping into a very short break, but lots coming up on the other side. We'll get you exclusive reactions from Congress leaders as well as Ghulam Nabi Azad after Congress JNK chief runs down the Padma Bhushan award. And state land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का चार्ज के बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं आप?
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
A very good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Republic TV. I am Shivangi Shukla. Let's see what's making the news this Saturday afternoon. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it a Chota award. Now as the Padma Award insult gets bigger, Ghulam Nabi Azad's party writes to President Murmu. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat and the time to act is now. It's Congress versus Congress.